me sit here in a while, guys. It's quite late. It's 10:30 in the night, and I have no idea whether I'm gonna post this. I'll probably post in a couple of months, maybe, or maybe a year, maybe 2. Ever since year 9 in Sandfields, when I was about 13, 14, there was 2 lesbians in my school. I was close friends with them. Or one of them, I was like best friends with them when we was like younger. And they were dating. They're like, I never heard about girls dating girls till I saw that. And when I saw them kiss, it was like, oh my god, I fancy the person who was my best friend. Let's call her Marissa. And I fell in love with her deeply, like, yeah, I fell in love with her. And that was the most hardest thing I ever done, because I told her and her girlfriend, and they were fine with it, until their other friend went on BBM back in the day and told me that they broke up and she wants to go out with me. And obviously I jumped on that, and then it turned out it was a prank, and then the next day the girlfriend wrote the status on Facebook, I can still remember it, and it said, Rebecca, self-crowded girlfriend, stealing bitch who won't admit to being in love with Marissa since year 5. Yeah. After that, school got pretty hard for me, because everyone used to look at me, and like because I was in the same class as Marissa, and I used to see their friendship group looking at me and laughing at me. I remember I cut myself that night really badly. I have the scars on my legs. That was the first time I cut myself, and no one knows this story. You guys you guys didn't even know that I used to self-harm, did you? So, all that happened, but after a couple of months things got better. I think people forgot about it a little bit, and like people didn't really identify me as lesbian or bisexual. Not a lot of people, everyone knew about it, but I don't think anybody commented on it. So fast forward till year 10, I really did love her. I had this other best friend. Let's call her Ariel, shall we? Me and Ariel was best friends. Like, we done everything together. She's come over my house like every day. I used to go over her house. I fell in love with her. I had this other friend which we didn't really see eye to eye about anything. We basically hated each other, me and her other friend. And one day I asked her to choose. She picked her. Basically what happened was, she wrote on my Facebook wall, Ariel, saying Rebecca Southcott is my best friend. And then a girl commented and saying all this shit about she was my friend first, she took her off me. When that happened, we both argued, like, me and the other girl argued, but me and Ariel were still really good friends. And then, one day, the halls were really crowded. I looked at Ariel, and she was standing next to the other girl. And I thought they were going to dinner together. And I got so jealous that I literally ran out of the building and cried my eyes out. And that's when I met my other two friends that we finished school together. They saw me crying and they consoled me and all that. Then we went to Mawson's and I saw Ariel, and she looked at me and I looked at her, and like she was really sad. we argued that day, and that was the worst thing that ever happened to my life, because I tried to kill myself that night. I cut myself really deep that night. Didn't think I would survive the next morning. So before I get back to the story, I've changed, my scenery has changed, I've changed clothes, and that's behind me. Because, like I said, I was going to post this in about a year or a couple of months, and I just looked back at the video I just filmed and it stopped recording, and I didn't realise there's no other recording, so I'm gonna have to film what I left out. Last thing I said was I tried to commit suicide that night. I shouldn't laugh about it, but like, it's so stupid to think that I actually felt that way, that I didn't have no one there to help me, if you guys know what I mean. Like, I had so many people who loved and cared for me that I didn't realise at the time that if I died, people would have missed me. Like, my nan would have come upstairs and found me laying there dead, and my sister, God knows what my sister would have done. You know, me and my sister love each other like so much, you know, we're sisters, we have that bond, and I'm happy I didn't die, basically. But at the time I felt like I had no one wanted me there, you know. It was so stupid. It was over that one girl that I actually really liked, and I don't know, it was a difficult time for me back then because of my past and how I was treated with my mother. You know, it all amounts to my personality, which I'm glad has changed during, you know, doing now. Like, I've changed so much since year 9 and year 10, and I'm so happy I'm not that person anymore. So I did take a lot of pills that night. That's how I, you know, tried to commit suicide. I took a lot of cocodamol. Like, I think I took, there was 30 pills in one strip, and I took 3 strips, so overall I took 90 pills. And all I can remember was falling asleep, and I actually wrote a suicide note, which I can't find to save my life. I wrote on my laptop, I can't find it at all on my old laptop, not my new one. And I woke up and the room was spinning. I felt like I was hungover. I think I woke up at 3 o'clock, and I could not stop being sick, and it was actually disgusting because I was being sick out my window, which is really disgusting. And yeah, I know. So that happened, and I even remember, and I vaguely remember I was self-harming during the time I was taking pills, and I can see the scars because I know they're there, but if you looked at my skin you can't see any scars, but you can see like tiny ones. But the only big one, which is on my arm and on my leg, but I don't think people would look twice if they saw it. I feel like they just think it was like a scar, like a normal scar. I don't think people would assume it was that. But all I can remember was leaving the school and actually being sick on the way to school, and I just felt disgusting all day. And I only told 3 people. Obviously all my friends know that. I think they all know that. No, they do now. But after that I got over, sorry, the camera keeps jumping. After that I got over Ariel. I didn't really speak to her anymore, or the other girl, and I'm happy I got out of that, because I could imagine me going down a very, very, very dark route. I don't think I fell into that much of depression, but I knew I was self-harming a lot. Like, I think I was depressed, and I'd hate for anyone to go through that like I did, of self-harming. Self-harming didn't help. I don't know why I thought it would, you know, cutting yourself. I don't get, like, I thought at the time it helped me release all my anger or stress or anxiety that I was having, but it really didn't. And I'm sorry for everyone who is going through that, or have been through that, I'm so sorry you have to go through that, and alone. I felt alone at that time, and I can remember I was walking with Ariel and the other girl from dinner because I didn't have anyone. I took my jumper off and I had like my white blouse on, which came up to about there, and I had all cuts all down my arm, all up there, all up there, all up there. And by that point, the other girl actually told the deputy of the school, and she pulled me in and she said, we have to ring one of your family members. And my sister found out the day before, and my sister was actually absolutely mortified, and eventually I told her I tried to commit suicide. But it's wrong. My sister had to come up to school, and I remember I was so mad at the other girl for telling, you know, the deputy, and she actually told everyone else I was doing that, or at least that's what I was being told. I don't know whether that's true or not, but I got so pissed off, and I'm happy that she done that because I had to tell my nan, and my nan was more aware of it. My nan was aware of it, and so I'm actually grateful that the other girl told the deputy head. I feel like she did care for me and she was looking out for me, and I don't think she wanted to. I know that we didn't like each other, but I think that she didn't want me to like seriously hurt myself. So I'm very grateful for her doing that, and I know that we're not on the best of terms now. Like, that's life, you know, you don't get along with everyone, but you wouldn't want to see that person hurt or like actually dead, like I would have been if my suicide attempt actually did work. And I felt terrible, like I hated her so much for that, and I got like a lot of people to turn to like hate her as well, and I'm really sorry because I think she went through depression as well, and I'm very sorry that I had to put her through that. So yeah, and after that I think I got over it. And after being friends with the two girls that consoled me from crying, I moved on to a new friendship group, and which involved like Karis and Cody and other people. And now I'm so happy that I actually moved on from different friendship groups. So if I didn't do what I'd done the previous years, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have such amazing best friends. So even though I had to go through hell, no, not really hell, but people get a lot of this, even though I had to go for that bad patch in my life, I'm happy that I did, because I wouldn't be here talking about how great my friends are, if you know what I mean. Like, I wouldn't have my friends in my vlogs, and I'm happy I do. So I guess the moral of the story is, you go through bad patches in your life, but you always come out a better person, or you should come out a better person. And I believe that I have, or at least I'm trying to be a better person. I don't know what this video is really about. I think I touched on depression. It was mainly about the two people I fell in love with in school, and how it really messed up my life. So yeah, I hope you guys, well, you guys know a lot more about me now, don't you? But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video, and I hope to see you again for a new video next week. Love you guys, and if you guys ever need to talk to me, I am here. I'm not very good at giving advice, but I'm here if you ever need to listen. My email is in the description below. Just drop me an email and I'll try to do my best for you. And you guys are not alone, trust me. There's always someone out there who's going through the same thing you are. So yeah, keep smiling guys. Mazzies, bye guys.